Good morning, everyone. I'm Sarah Carr, and I'm one of the founders of the new health communication program called Nevada Nutrition Now. This is a campaign that works to bring healthy options and information to eating Nevadans. And this workshop today will give you a little bit more information about the program and about healthy eating and why now. The target audience for this program is adult Nevadans. So this is anywhere from young adults to middle adults to even older adults. Our main target range of age is like 20 to 40. And then our main messaging is that fruits and vegetable, or is that eating healthy is easier, tastier, cheaper, and faster than most people think that it is. So these are one of the most common barriers that people find to healthy eating, is that it takes too long, it's too expensive, I don't know how, I don't have the skill set. And so this program is designed to help people provide the information and skills to do those things. And our rationale is that right now in Nevada, only 13.1% of Nevadans eat the recommended servings of fruit per day. And then even worse, only 11.5% of Nevadans eat the recommended servings of vegetables. So with this, and this is average Nevadans, there are definitely disparities within this number as far as social demographics go. But we want to levelize this field and of who's eating the fruits and vegetables, and make sure that everyone's getting the fruits and vegetables that they need to thrive. So the purpose of the program, as I kind of mentioned, and like the main messages are that healthy eating is tastier, cheaper, faster, and easier. And so I just kind of want to touch on each of these principles. So healthy eating is tastier. Fruits and vegetables, often maybe like people might not like the flavor at first, but you can't deny that there's a variety of different fruits and vegetables that have different tastes, and there are much more like flavors and different sorts of things like that that go into play with fruits and vegetables than go into, like, say, a fast food meal, where you really just are getting the texture and flavor of like fat and sugar and salt. But with vegetables, you're getting just different types of sweetness, different textures, different flavors. You get different vegetables in different seasons, and it's really just a variety. And then you want to use moderation and balance. If you look at this picture, there's just like a rainbow of fruits and vegetables, and you want to get different ones in different times. That way you're getting that full variety. Some people, when they think of vegetables, only think of like apples and carrots. These are really common go-to vegetables that are with like modern farming techniques are accessible year round. But I mean, you can get sick of carrots, you can get sick of apples. You want to try new things. You want to try or okra and cabbage and broccoli and all sorts of things. So yeah, healthy eating is tastier, and especially when you're getting that variety and moderation and balance in your healthy eating. And then it's also cheaper. So the average cost of one serving of fruit and vegetables is actually only 66 cents. And then the average cost of one serving of fruit is 0.6 cents, and then of vegetables is 0.52 cents. So vegetables are even cheaper than fruit. And then even further, canned fruits and vegetables are the cheapest. It's cheapest to get them canned, and then most often fresh is then the second, and then frozen vegetables. But this can change depending on when vegetables are in season. For example, sometimes frozen fruit is cheaper than fresh fruit. But frozen fruit generally or fruit is one of the, or berries, I mean, not frozen fruit, but that's one of the most expensive fruits or vegetables that you can choose from, which is another thing, because sometimes people don't realize that they're eating the most expensive fruit and vegetables, and that's why they have that perception that fruits and vegetables are more expensive than they actually are. And then another thing is that fruits and vegetables are cheaper per calorie or per pound than per calorie. Different people measure it differently, and so that's why there are these misconceptions about the cost of fruits and vegetables. And then last, I'll address these together, that it's faster and easier to prepare these foods. So meal planning and preparation reduces time towards cooking, and but also the food science techniques have made it really easy to limit the skills, or not limit the skills, but allow like certain skills to be done for you. Like, and they've really emphasized convenience, which is fantastic. And but they've also made like measures for, you know, like for home cooking to be easier. Like, for example, box brownies. You don't have to have like measure out the flour and the cocoa powder and things like that. I know this isn't a perfect example of healthy eating. It's just one thing that came to mind. But it says on the box, you know, everything that you need, how to mix it, how long to stir it for. Another example is like, instead of making like fresh pesto sauce, I know I've never made that before. You can buy pesto sauce, but you can also buy like a mix and then just add oil and Parmesan cheese on your own. That's so recent advances in food science have made it faster. While sometimes they do it for you, it actually is better to do it yourself, just because well, studies have found that time in the kitchen correlates with health, but also it's better to spend that time at home working, and then you can like do stuff with your family. You can do stuff at the same time instead of, you know, waiting in line at a fast food restaurant or something like that. I mean, at the time, it's just as cumbersome to do that, but it can take less time and contribute to your health if you're doing that cooking at home. So then another thing is, this is a quote by Michael Pollan, who wrote the book In Defense of Food. And he stated, while it is true that many people simply can't afford to pay more for food, either in money or time or both, many more of us can. After all, just in the last decade or two, we've somehow found the time in the day to spend several hours on the internet and money in the budget, not only to pay for broadband service, but to cover a second phone bill and a new monthly bill for television, formerly free. For the majority of Americans, spending more for better food is less a matter of ability than priority. So just like Michael Pollan says, people attribute time and cost to why they aren't eating healthy, but often this isn't maybe the main cause. It's just a matter of priority. And so as much as in this program, we want to give you the information and skills that you need, we also want to show you that this should be a priority and that it can really influence your health. So going on with that, let me move to the next slide. The cost of unhealthy eating is an increased risk in nutrition-related diseases, which includes heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. So for heart disease, increases in cholesterol and especially saturated fats can increase your risk of atherosclerosis, which is when your arteries harden, which is when, you know, there's fat buildup in your arteries, and you know, strokes, heart attacks, high blood pressure. They all contribute to heart disease, and eating healthy can directly help, and eating, you know, those polyunsaturated, monounsaturated fats that are liquid at room temperature can really help prevent heart disease. And then diabetes, increases in sugar have also led to a correlation of type 2 diabetes. And then even cancer, diets that are low in antioxidants, which you can get from vegetables, increases risk of cancer. Antioxidants avoid like free radicalization of your cells, and but antioxidants are in fruits and vegetables, especially like in blueberries. And so that can help decrease your risk. Right now, 70% of annual deaths are due to chronic diseases. But we find that eating 5 servings of fruit and vegetables a day reduces this risk by 30%. So just by eating more fruits and vegetables, you can increase or decrease your risk of all of these diseases. And this influence, like your increased risk also leads to more healthcare costs. So right now, 75% of our healthcare costs in America are devoted to treating these diseases. And then the annual cost of being overweight or obese, just in general, from person to person, is 42% higher than people with a healthy weight that they manage. And so we see that by eating healthier, you can avoid costs to your health and just simple financial costs. And so, yeah, moving forward. Okay, so now I'm just going to list some simple tips for healthy eating, and you can learn more about this by going to our website. But one thing is how to choose produce. People often want to find like the perfect fruit at a store, but you want to like, of course, find fruit without like fridge or blemishes. Don't just choose the first one that you pick up, but also it doesn't have to be the perfect shape for it to be good fruit and to taste good. And then this another point is how to store and make produce last longer. You can do this by making sure you store bananas separate from other fruits, because bananas increase how fast fruits ripen. And then another thing, this I found out from one of my friends, is that if you store like a paper towel with your leafy greens, then they don't ripen as fast, and they don't what's the word, like deflate. they maintain being like crispy. And then, but also conversely, if you want to ripen fruit, you can put your bananas next to it, or you can put it in like a brown bag in the dark, and that helps with the ripening process. And then other, some other tips for cooking produce is just, chopping things ahead of time and freezing them. Some vegetables that I always have chopped ahead of time in my freezer are onions and peppers. So instead of, cooking or chopping a pepper for every single meal, I just chop like 5 once and then put them in my freezer, and then I can use them really quickly to make, eggs or like a stir fry or anything like that. So just having stuff to access. So in conclusion, this has just been a pretty short presentation about the Nevada Nutrition Now campaign, and some tips about healthy eating. So now I'm going to challenge you guys to arise and go forth and conquer healthy eating in your guys' life. You can go to our website for more information and about how healthy eating prevents nutrition-related diseases and helps your quality of life and your mood and all sorts of good things. And anyway, so I'll sign off right now, but have a fantastic day, and I hope this was informative for you.